everybody, and here we are, the night after the gala with our post-gala wrap-up special edition of TLP Live. I'm here with my partner, Mr. Paul Stancato. Paul, how are we doing?
Happy Sunday, Dan, and congratulations on an amazing gala last night. Wow.
Oh, my gosh. What a night, huh?
What a night. It was so incredible. I don't know about you, but I feel 20 pounds lighter and a lot happier that it's in our rear view. But, man, that was such what an exciting event. I think one for the ages for TLP. I mean, our first virtual gala, and we had people from all over the country, literally the country, New York.
Yeah. You were in New Jersey, Texas.
Where? Yeah, Jersey. He's always in the house.
We even had someone from Hawaii buy a ticket at the last minute and watch the show from Hawaii. So that was pretty good. How do you like my new background here? Instead of
I'm impressed. This is a beautiful step and repeat we got here. I dig it.
Instead of sitting outside in front of the theater, now I'm in front of the step and repeat. And I didn't even have to move to do that.
I tell you, you know what? It's 2.0 for everything that we do on streaming now after last night. Everything, we got to step up out the game. It was so good, and I'm so excited to talk to all of our guests. Dan, we have got a plethora of guests tonight because it takes a small army to put on a live show. It takes an even larger, smaller army to put on a streaming show when you do it. And we're gonna try to say thank you to everybody that really went into making that night so successful.
Yeah, we absolutely are. We're going to start talking with our gala committee who started planning for this way back before Christmas, and then we've got our staff that worked here on site. We're going to talk to the production company in New York. I don't know if Bernie's going to have any of his people on, but we're going to be talking with Bernie Frischman, who is the owner of Metropolitan Zoom. And they did all of that technology work for us.
Mission control out of New York. I think that's the most impressive thing about last night is that we were on the TLP campus stage. You were in what do we call it? TLP bid
Gala Central.
Gala Central. I was in the theater on the main stage, and then Bernie, it was in New York, operating all of the controls. So, like for those of you in the television world, he was mission control. He was doing the camera cuts. He was rolling the videos. He was rolling everything that we needed to do, running graphics, all from New York City while we were in Illinois. Amazing. And
in the office here, we had Robert was answering phones and answering emails, and Bill was dealing with everything. I mean.
Bill always does everything.
Everything from what he was supposed to do to when the sunlight hit during the pre-show, he's trying to cover the window for us. And we had Jen in here at the main One Cause BidPal site. So it was quite an operation. You had Ashlyn over there running things, and Tristan was helping running the Revolve and such. So it was quite a night.
I think it's safe to say, Dan, last night was a production with a lot of moving parts. And I am just so proud of this organization, so proud of everyone that went into it. And you know what? It really is a team effort. And I know that you and I are out front all the time, Dan, but we have to give so much credit. All the credit needs to go to those people because you know what? We just can't do it without them. And there's
on this production, being out front was the easy job.
Yeah.
They worked and Bernie, I don't think he slept all week putting together.
No, I don't think so. And our performers, I mean, we're going to have some performers tonight. And those guys, Michael McBride, our resident musical director, who was so paramount in making last night a success when it came to all of the music and entertainment. I mean, it really was a team effort. And once again, TLP came together, the community rallied and made last night so successful. So many, Dan, real quick, I mean, Friday night, I think we can both say, it was a tough night. Our tech.
Yes.
But man, everybody pulled
together. We've all been through tech rehearsals before, so we knew what to expect. But still, it's pretty hard when you're ready to start and you hit the button and nothing happens, and then you go to the other button and the computer freezes up, and it's like, oh my God. But the nice thing about it is we had some folks watching the tech rehearsal that night who really helped with comments, and they sent in. I mean, I kept writing notes all night, and then the next day you made sure you went through every single one and fixed every problem. Everything from I couldn't find where Fund the Need was on my phone. It's like, oh, okay, the other ones are right there. Fund the Need's up over here. So yeah, when you're trying to get there quickly, it's like, where is it? Where is it?
Well, Ed, I got to hand it to you and Bill and the team, because I mean, we had people buying tickets like literally 10 minutes before we went live, and the team had to, make that happen and do the exchange, send the link. I mean, it was literally all hands on deck constantly, and my hat's off to the entire staff. Wow, just wow. And everybody that was involved. Like, it just goes beyond it, and I'm so excited to hear what people thought tonight and get their perspective. Well,
let's start with some guests.
Let's do it.
We have the one of the board members, our vice president of internal or external affairs, which is the committee that deals with gala. There's Mike Shore. Hi, Mike.
Hey, Mike.
And Mike, you're not only on the board right now, but you are a TLP alum.
Yes, I am.
When were you at TLP?
I was a government intern. It was the federal work study type program in '79. And so I was there for half the season. Then I came back in '82 and was a resident or associate costumer. And then I was asked back to come be a community member. And I think it was '94 when we did 1776.
So you were an actor in the show.
Yes. And I did perform when I was an associate costumer. And then on the grant program, I was in a couple of the shows then too, so filled in. But
Mike, for so many years, and you've seen so much change happen. Give us your perspective from somebody who's been involved with the Playhouse as long as you have. What is your takeaway? How has our organization grown? And then, and especially what we did last night. What did you see?
Well, it's just the fact that the company members that we have go on to do such wonderful things after they leave Timberlake, but the experience that you got being there, we've talked about that with all the actors, that you learn how to do everything. And it is a team effort. I can remember when we did My Fair Lady, it was closing night, or we were getting ready to do load in, and it was closing night on Golden Pond, and we had a horrendous rainstorm. And all of the My Fair Lady set was sitting behind the theater, and we got all called in to start trenching to keep the water from ruining the set before we could move it in. So it's a hands-on effect, and you learn so much in such a short time that, you take it on. When you get to do a normal production in a 8 or 9 week stint, it's like, oh, wait a minute, why is it taking so long? But you appreciate that fact too, that, you do get to have a longer time to put on a production.
Well, unfortunately, even with all the improvements we've made in the water tables and the trenching and the underground water movement, we still end up in some of these.
We still get water.
Last year, what was it? We had the year before we had 3 inches of water in like 45 minutes. Well, there's nothing going to take that away. Hey, let me bring out some of our other committee members. We have with us tonight Robin Starr. Robin's our board president, who is also on the gala committee. We have Gail Millay, who's a former board member, and Gail has been on our committee for, well, I can't even tell you how many years.
13.
So you've done every single gala. All right, very good. Laura Kastner, who is also on the committee, and Cassie Lacker. Who are we missing from the gala committee?
I think that's it.
Right.
We got them all. Nice job. Let me just say congratulations. When you guys asked me to jump on this committee, it was an honor, and I take my hats off to each and every one of you. The passion, the talent, the ideas, the creativity you guys brought to this, with the party in the box, just amazing. That really was, for me, that took it to the next level. Congratulations, you guys. Well done.
So tell us, how did the party in the box idea happen?
Cassie?
I think it was, I don't know, was it Laura and I? We were chatting, like, how can we make this year special when people can't actually come to Timberlake. And I don't know, the party just kind of, we all started talking about it and we all got really excited about it. So like, oh, there's something there. So, and then we all just kind of ran with it. Everybody had a huge part to play in the box. And all the different ideas brought together was really exciting.
Yeah, I remember, Mike, you had come up with the idea of trying to match the shows with an item that would be able to be placed in the box, and you had like these descriptors and everything. That was very creative. I love that idea.
It was fun to pull that together, and I hope people enjoyed their candy canes and their mints, and will enjoy their drink, their wine or their wine.
I sure like my copper mug.
And my copper mug, yes.
I'm still gonna go. I don't care what you say. I'm still in pro coaster. I love the coaster.
Yeah.
So, Robin, how does this gala compare? I know last year when we worked to bring it here to the theater, we were very I don't want to say afraid, but it was very stressful to move from a known, having someone else do all the work, to bringing it here. But it turned out so successful. When we started planning this year before Christmas, we were like, oh, we just got to make this year now over the top from last year. And then boom, COVID hit. What do you think in terms of where we were last year and where we ended up this year?
Yeah, last year was very, very special to bring the gala home to the woods. It was just very special. But this was, I believe we did it. I think it was over the top. This was so much fun in our homes, to bring the woods into our homes. And the performance, everything was executed so well. It was so fun this year. I look forward to another virtual experience like this.
Yeah. Well, we're working on some. We just talked about that tonight. So we were in the office chatting about that, and Pollux was watching. Go, we're on in 10 minutes, and ran out the door. Yeah.
TLP Live extends way beyond just the live portion of this show. Let me tell you.
So, Gail, what do you see in terms of how the gala has progressed over the years since you've been with it for all 13 years?
Quick story, and it says a lot. 13 years ago, Robin asked me if I would help her put this gala together, and it was just an idea. We had it in the lower level of the Lake Carroll Clubhouse. I believe, Robin, I think I said this once before, we made $4,800, and you would have thought we made $1 million. Yeah, that was the neatest thing, but for us, it was huge, and it has progressed through the years with more ideas, the talent, the performers on the live one, but even the show yesterday was marvelous. My group had a great time. We had 11 people, and everybody enjoyed it.
Very good. We always talk about, how do we make things better and more fun? And as we were trying to make all of this happen Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and it's, kind of spilling over the edge, we kind of have the saying around here, we're always trying to stuff 10 pounds of stuff in a 5-pound bag. And that's how Thursday, Friday, and Saturday felt here. But once we get 5 pounds in the bag, it's a pretty good 5 pounds. So, Laura, you joined us on the committee, I think last year, actually. But your job is you've kind of taken on the graphic part of the job, doing the graphics and the pictures for us. How's that?
This is Laura's work right here. I want to show what Laura's work is. This is the box that Laura created, which has got all kinds of great. Right? I mean, do that correctly. There you go. Laura, this little box right here is everything.
We had a good time with the box.
We found out we weren't going to be in person, What?
No, I just said we had a good time with the box.
Did you hear it? Yeah, well, and I'm just thinking back to last year's gala was so beautiful, and how do you make that how to make a virtual experience still beautiful and fun. And I think the party box was just the answer right there for sure.
Yeah. I do too. When we first mentioned the party box, it was like, that sounds interesting. How is that going to work? And we talked about, so many things we wanted to do with that, like, have an opening the box and all of that. It's like, all right, well, we're past that now. It's gala time. So we got a couple of comments. Here's Larry. It was a tremendous event. Thanks to everyone who made it a huge success.
Thanks, Larry.
Lori Empham's out there watching.
Hey, Lori.
Sure. Getting a shout out there. Bob Martin, congratulations. Robin, Gail, Laura, Mike, Cassie, Paul, Dan, Jen, Bill, and all those who I missed. Thanks for all your work. Bob, thank you. You were. It was great to call your name on those bids all night last night. Thank you. Thank you.
And thanks for bidding again, Bob. I look forward to seeing you and Bobby at the Chicago auditions. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, they won. Good.
Yeah.
Well, thank you all. We appreciate you jumping on with us for a few minutes tonight, and I'm sure we'll have a gala meeting sometime this week to kind of do a final look and a
post-mortem. I think that the party box is here to stay. Maybe I like the box because no matter even when we gather, we can always invite attendees to join us virtually and send them a party box.
Yeah,
We party.
That's great.
I just won't deliver.
All right, thank you guys.
Guys,
Thank
thank
you all.
you.
our gala committee. There he is. There's the man of the hour right there.
Hey, Bernie. How are you? Bernie, I'm not hearing you. Make sure your mic's on.
Our technical wizard.
Yeah, there you go. Now can you? Nope, still not hearing you.
Oh, no, now you muted yourself on. Now you're unmuted. Oh no, is the mic not plugged in?
No, now we heard you. Oh, or did you say that, Paul? I wasn't.
I had said that.
All right. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. We'll come back to Bernie when he figures out what's going on.
Come back to Bernie.
We'll be back in a minute. So while we're waiting for.
Well, first, while we're waiting, I'm going to raise my glass to you and everybody on the team. I feel so good today. I've been carrying so much stress on this event and not sleeping. I actually can report that I slept very, very well last night.
Yeah.
And congratulations, my friend. You did a really great job. I'm really proud of our team, our organization.
Yeah, congrats back to you. It was definitely a team effort. Let's bring our team up. There's the top half of Bill's head. There you go. All right. Hey, Bill.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. So Bill is the brains behind the One Cause and the BidPal site. As everyone would call in with BidPal problems, we would just shove them over to, or BidPal, we'd shove them over to Bill to take care of that. So,
Bill, so give us a play-by-play of your experience with last night, because everyone knows that Dan and I were doing the hosting. Talk to us about what your night was like.
Well, it was a lot better than Friday. Other than the Facebook Live, at the very start, have an issue with that. I thought it went tech-wise really, really well compared to Friday night with nothing working Friday night when we tried starting. Everything worked. Everything stayed working. I didn't have to restart the computers. I think I unmuted Dan's mic too soon once, but other than that,
luckily I wasn't saying anything bad.
Yeah, I felt good in the office, and like it was once Dan left the office to join you on stage, it was like we did it. So.
Bill, I want to brag on you a little bit. A lot of people ask us, well, what is Bill's role? And I always say Bill is basically Captain TLP. I mean, he handles so much behind the scenes. From the list just goes on and on. I just want to say that you are an amazing talent. I've got a chance to get to know you over the last 3 years. I've watched you grow in your role, and let me tell you something, my friend. You are a true amazing asset for our organization. I'm so proud to call you a teammate on this on our team.
Thank you.
Yeah, I echo that. That's absolutely true. Bill steps up to every challenge we throw at him. And I mean, Bill was even going to learn OBS, the software that Bernie was doing out there in New
You
York.
wasn't happy about it though.
I was excited to learn, but that was going to take too long for me to learn.
Yeah, absolutely. But now we have a year. And you know, our other person in the office that just keeps things running, Jen Robinson. Hey, Jen. Jen sat over here at the One Cause Bid Pal computer and watched every bid coming in, making sure it was in the right place. If one came by phone, she'd find a way to get that up there online. What a remarkable job.
Thank you.
And she learned that in a day.
I definitely agree with I was just so relieved it went better than Friday night's tech did. Like it flowed so well. So I'm glad we had that long tech on Friday.
Well, and then on Friday we threw another curve at Jen when we needed someone to record the drinks, the bar. Jen hadn't planned on that. We said, okay, Jen, go home, get ready. You're now the bartender, and we're recording.
You know what, though, Dan? I got to tell you, without a beat, Jen's like, I got this. I can do it, no problem. And she was a wonderful bartender for everybody. And I got to tell you, Jen, I'm just so blown away. You never cease to amaze me with just your tenacity, your talent, and just your grace under pressure. You are so much appreciated. Thank you so much for everything you did and what you do.
Thank you.
And our other team member over here. Oh, go ahead, Jen. I'm sorry.
I just had an ease. Like I had gone home to get my TLP polo, and I had put a T-shirt on over my polo, so I didn't spill anything on it while I was like prepping for the drinks. And then no one told me to take off my T-shirt before we recorded everything. And then after we recorded, I took putting everything away, and I noticed I still had my T-shirt on. So I got a nice fashion statement going.
She said that to me, Dan. She's like, we were wrapping up, and she said, "Paul, I forgot to take off my T-shirt. Should we do this again?" And I was like, "I think we're good. I think we got this, Jen."
No, one take, I'm good.
That was one take.
Well, our other teammate in the office, Robert Mcfletcher Jones.
Hi, team.
Robert had to keep all the phone calls, emails, and chats straight. How was that going for you, Robert?
Woo! Well, thank God I was sitting next to Captain Bill because I couldn't hear the ringer. So he was like, the light is on. So it was so fun. We were having clicking wars, but with the emails and Google chats with Jen, it was just a great team. It was a great time.
Yeah, it was. I tell you what, when I am, and Paul, same thing. When we're in front of the camera, we can't do anything. We are 100% reliant on the people that are working for us to make sure we know everything, to make sure we hear everything, to make sure we see everything, to make sure we don't miss something. And these three, plus my wife Julie was in here watching the gallery for us, and I was missing people that did actually put their bid cards up, so she was catching those for us. But yeah, what an amazing night! And you over in the theater, you had Ashlyn over there. Hi, Ashlyn.
Hi.
Ashlyn was kind of your stage manager over there, like Bill was here. And then Tristan. Ashlyn is typically our front of house manager and works box office. And Tristan is one of our maintenance workers. Tristan, what were you doing over there?
I was up in the light booth running the revolve all night.
The setting up all Paul's different scenes.
Yeah.
No, I think it's safe to say I actually had a few comments today and last night. People actually thought that all of my show intro segments were pre-recorded, and that is not the case. It was actually everything was shot and run live last night, and it went so smoothly because I had Ashlyn and Tristan. Tristan was up there moving the revolve between when we were cutting back down to Dan for the auction. And then Ashley was making sure that she listened to on items, because once I did one intro, I ran away to look at my next intro and started. So Ashlyn had to make sure that I was okay. Paul, this is the last item. All right, great. Get my spot. She would turn the camera on and we would go. So again, thank you. The both of you guys are amazing. Couldn't have done it without you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Big fans of both.
Did you guys have a good time last night?
Yes.
I'm really excited to see the recording. I haven't actually gotten to see any of the performances yet, because that's when during the performances is when we're doing all of our background clicking and loading for the next live part of you guys. So I'm excited to see the actual performances.
They came out. Robert, you and Altamise were absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for doing your due. You're a man of talents.
Get out of here. First off, thank you for even asking me to be a part of it. If it wasn't for you and Michael Pride, then listen, and Altamise, honey, that is a star, a true star.
Come on.
So,
love that show.
Yeah, man.
Okay. Well, you guys were wonderful, and I thank you so much for lending your talent to the part of the show.
So, we saw Altamise and Robert singing last night, and look what I got today. There's a picture of baby Robert and Altamise. When was that?
So we grew up singing together when I was singing music ministry workshop, and her mother and her father actually put together the whole community in Battle Creek, Michigan. So it was like 200 to 300 kids would come and sing gospel music. And so we've known each other for a very long time. That's family to me. And I was literally fangirling at that age. I'm still fangirling now. And so it's been a wonderful thing.
Ashlyn, how did your night go last night? I think you're muted.
I'm
There we
not
go.
muted.
No,
Okay.
now we are.
Yeah, I thought it went pretty well, pretty straightforward. Our rehearsal was a little the first time, but like the actual show, it went through, and it was super nice to be done and be done, not have like everything left to clean up and to count and.
Yeah. So, Bill, we woke up to a surprise this morning. What was that?
One clause closed the silent auction.
Yes, one clause closed the silent auction last night at midnight.
So
After we told everybody all night long that wouldn't happen.
Oh no!
This from the gala committee and my parents. I don't think I was awake, but I woke up with no power in Mount Carroll too, and then prayed there was power at the theater, which there was, and I got it back live. And then was trying to fix some other things. I got two more of the live or silent auction items open back up.
So if you were bidding on the Life's a Feast brunch item or the Donald Lessman catering item, those two catering items, they are back live, and they will be back live for another 30 minutes. So if you want to keep bidding on them, jump out there and bid on them. They were going at a bargain. So in fact,
maybe I should
about 10:30 today, we got everything back up, and I sent out emails again, and Bill was troubleshooting problems for people that couldn't get their site back up. So hopefully everyone got back on and has been able to bid all day. And we're keeping that silent auction live through the end of our TLP live show tonight. And then we'll close it down, and everyone will get their emails as to what they won. So it's even been kind of a hectic day today, eh, Bill?
It was unexpected.
It was.
That's not how I planned the day off.
A much needed day off. All of y'all need a much needed day off, and we thank you so much. You guys have really came through and made this night, last night, a success. What a team. I'm so proud and honored to be amongst you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, guys, and we'll see you out here later this week.
Yep.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Sounds good.
Take care. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
All right. What a team.
Man.
And you know, the cool thing is we get to work with these guys every day.
And learn from them every single day.
Oh my gosh. The fact that they can turn on a dime and pivot like that and make changes without even going, well, that's not what we planned to do. They just don't say that. It's like, oh, okay. And off we go. And I tell you what, in this business, we've learned you have to work that way. I mean, the first time I'm driving out here, I think it was on Thursday, and Bill says, "Oh, we're switching your whole camera from a regular run to a Skype." So everyone else is on Zoom. I was on Skype, and I had to go out and buy some of those earbuds. Well, I hate those things, but I found some earbuds, and I had them in.
I was going to buy them for you. I actually called Dan. I'm at Best Buy in Davenport, Iowa. I called Dan and said, Dan, I'm going to get you a pair. You know what, Paul? I already bought them. I just bought them.
Yeah, I just went and got them. So we get here, and everything I said was at least a 2-second delay. So I'm talking, and Paul's mouth is moving, and 2 seconds later it comes in my ear, and I'm talking, and try to balance with each other and talk. So we had to watch each other's lips so closely. I don't know if you had that delay, but I had to watch your lips so I didn't talk at the same time you were.
You know what? I didn't have that delay because I was through the Zoom link. So we pretty much identified. We thought it was because Bernie had to grab you from Skype that created a delay in there. And you did a great job navigating, because I know you had to deal with that all night long last night.
That was crazy. And then if what I was listening to got a slow internet crawl, at one point it was a 20-second delay. And thank God that happened at rehearsal and never during the evening, because I wouldn't have known.
Out here at Timberlake and Mount Carroll, the internet is not the most stable thing. And so during our Friday tech run, I actually lost you and the internet connection. And I had to go basically just do my cues off of pictures. And when I saw myself, I started speaking. And let me tell you something, I did not want that to go down last night. Thank God it happened. So.
Well, and speaking of that, let's see if Bernie's got his sound issue taken care of. Bernie.
How does that sound?
Oh, that is so
Is that the most embarrassing thing? Here, the technical guy couldn't even put on his microphone.
So how you doing today?
Good. I got a good night's sleep. I didn't sleep much all week because I'm a perfectionist, and I just want to make sure everything is set, and I'm very detail conscious, and I love this work.
Well, and let me tell you, when we're looking for someone who our life is in their hands, we're looking for a perfectionist.
Okay. Now, brain surgery, I'm not so sure, but okay. Yeah, that's true. Especially
our performance life is in your hands.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I had a lot of fun. It was great to meet both of you and to work with both of you. I love working with professionals, and you guys are truly professionals in what you do.
Thank you.
And it's nice to be surrounded by people who are visionaries and love working with people, and people love you guys. So it's pretty obvious.
So you had another show today too, right?
I had a show today, and I have a big show tomorrow for the Actors Fund in New York City. So that's a huge production, and we have a lot of performers. Again, it's a big production. It's a different thing altogether, nothing like what we did. What we did was actually a very beautiful event, the gala event that you put together, the videos and the storyline. And Paul did a great job with the timeline. I mean, I used that timeline to the T. Paul, let me tell you, we were on the button 99% of the show. Like if it said 6:35, I'm sorry, like 7:35 or 8:15. I looked at the clock. It was right on the money. The whole entire show. I don't even know when it ended, but it was pretty close to.
It was 3 minutes. We got within 3 minutes, and Bernie, that's because I myself am a perfectionist, and I did not sleep all week either.
Yeah, well, I got a good night's sleep last night.
Yeah, me too. Bernie, I want to let our audiences know a little bit about your background, because you're very prominent in the New York scene. You ran the Triad Theater, you ran Metropolitan Room. Tell us a little bit about that and how you pivoted into this new space.
Well, that's a good point. The Metropolitan Room was a jewel in the business. It really was. My wife and I both ran it, and during the time that I purchased it in 2011 through 2007, when we closed our doors, they tripled our rent. So we were looking for another space. But my wife and I produced 6,000 shows. We had 500,000 people walk through the doors. It was our playground, honestly. We had so much fun. We had the greatest shows. We had 20 shows a week. And on Saturdays and Sundays, we would start out with kids cabarets, and we ended up with burlesque at night. It was just for every audience, everything from comedy to cabaret shows and jazz and you name it. We just had it was just fun. We made a lot of great friends for sure. And so after that, I spoke to the Triad. I had several clubs that actually were interested in talking to me about running their spaces. The Triad, I had a conversation. I thought this would be a perfect relationship, which it turned out to be a very good relationship until COVID hit. And I was saying to myself, performers are not working, techs are not working, nobody's working, and they're all shriveling up. They're afraid of this thing. I said, we got to show this thing that we're not afraid, because we are essential workers. Entertainment, as far as I'm concerned, is essential, because imagine if there was no Netflix or social media or television or anything, people would lose their minds. They would kill each other if there was nothing to do. So as far as I'm concerned, entertainment is an essential service, and more than liquor stores, as far as I'm concerned. Liquor stores were always open, but it goes well together, doesn't it? So anyway, I've been giving webinars about realizing this is essential, and we have to just jump on this bandwagon and just transpose our careers onto this platform like doctors have, yoga instructors, seminar leaders. They've all moved over to this space. And I said, theater and cabaret can do the same thing. And that's when I met your wife, who introduced me to you and explained to me that you guys are working on a gala. And that's, one thing led to another. It's been fun.
It really is a team effort. Felicia was so impressed with your webinar, and she just, she took copious notes, told me. I went to Dan. I said, I think I got a guy. And let me tell you something, Bernie. Mission control, man. You pulled off a small miracle, and we are forever thankful for you and your team at Metropolitan Zoom. You guys are amazing.
Thank you.
Well, we look forward to being able to work with you again. We're looking at what kind of content we can put together like this, these types of things for the rest of the fall and into the winter. So, because as we're dark across the street, at least in terms of bringing people in, we can light her up and put it on the internet.
Well, I've been producing shows now for the last few months, and every week I have at least 3 shows, sometimes more. So, and I'm not even promoting that heavily to do shows, because I'm just building the infrastructure so that we can handle all of this. I think we're almost there now. And we have a virtual bartender and a virtual receptionist, and we have a meet and greet at the end of the show. Think about that, having a meet and greet at the Step and Repeat for VIP ticket holders. I can talk to you about that too. So you can do shows.
Bernie, I thought of that at the end of the night last night. While people didn't turn off their feed right away, I flipped our extra feed on in here in front of our gallery, but I couldn't get my mic to go, so I couldn't talk to anybody. But I thought we should do that. We should have had an ability to be able to just chat like we're chatting now at the end of the show. That would have been awesome. And
real quick, talk to people about where they can find, if someone's interested in seeing a show that you produce, where can they go to find out about all the shows that you're producing these days?
metropolitanzoom.com. Now, the name Metropolitan Room, was our name. That was the original Gotham Comedy Club. It was turned into a cabaret space. So Metropolitan Room, people thought it died. I said, no, it didn't go to heaven. It actually got stuck in the cloud. And so that's when it became Metropolitan Zoom. And I said, what am I going to do with that name? And then one thing led to another. I'm just loving this business because I love the people in it, and they should be working again. And we should all be having fun and entertaining because it's an essential service.
Yes.
Well, there's your Metropolitan Zoom. So everybody at home watching, go check out Bernie's website. Go check out a Bernie show. He's amazing, a wonderful talent. And Bernie, we couldn't have done it without you. Thank you so much for what you've done. And we look forward to working with you again. For sure, we will be working with you.
Looking forward.
It was sure great getting to know you and working with you and putting our our performance life in your hands for 90 minutes last night.
I took it seriously, let me tell you.
Yep. Thank you so much.
My fingers were sweating on this thing.
Thanks, Bernie.
Thank you, Bernie. I love that guy.
Yeah, no kidding. He is awesome.
You know, when we were talking to people about that, we were saying, you know, every question we asked Bernie, every idea that we threw at him, he had an answer for. He said, "Yep, that's possible. Well, that'll be, you know, a little trickier." And he helped us navigate this night for sure.
Absolutely, there was nothing we asked that he couldn't do. And even as things were going through the day, I mean, we needed to change a scene and say, "Okay, give me a second.
Yeah.
So,
and he was the one when we were freaking out on Friday night. He was the one who kept his calm. He was like, "It's gonna be great, guys.
We'll get it.
We'll get it."
Well, you know, part of the evening last night that I think was like the high point was not only, and you know, Paul, something we should do right now. Why don't you give us a rundown of next year's season?
Oh, be happy to, Dan.
Because we only announced next year's season to our gala folks. We should announce next year's season to the world.
Absolutely. I love that idea. So here we go. The 2021 Timberlake Playhouse season. Show number 1, Jesus Christ Superstar. Show number 2, I'm very excited about this one, Dan. We are going to honor one of our founders who passed away this past December, Andy Bro, by creating the inauguration of the Andy Bro Distinguished Playwright Award. And this award will be given to a playwright whose body of work has had a significant impact on the American theater landscape. And the first recipient of this award is none other than Lee Blessing, whose work has been seen on Broadway, off-Broadway, all over the globe. And actually, he is a TLP alumni himself. And the show that we are going to do of his is Eleemosynary, the story of 3 generations of women, daughter, mother, granddaughter, and how they basically work through their issues with each other throughout the years. So it is going to be a heartwarming, beautiful show. And the show number 3 slot, the world premiere, the first time Timberlake Playhouse is going to world premiere a brand new musical on the main stage. What a Wonderful World. I can't wait for this one. Written by Jeremy Desmond and musical arrangements by Jesse Vargas. It is the story about how Santa and Mrs. Claus met and fell in love when they were in their 20s in the late 1950s. Fun, funny, heartwarming. It's going to be a blast. And in the 4th show, the uber mega hit Annie is going to be our 4th show. In the 5th show slot, Legally Blonde. In the 6th show slot, one of my personal favorites. I grew up, my mother had the cast album of this show. She played it over and over again, and I loved it. Ain't Misbehavin', the music of Fats Waller. And then for the 7th show of our 2021 season is none other than one of the amazing rock and roll greats who we lost too soon in the late 1950s, but he was a significant engine in creating the music, Buddy, the Buddy Holly story. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is our 2021 season.
That's an awesome season. And last night,
birthday, Dan, we got to come out with an awesome season.
I know. Last night, we had our performers singing intros to each of those announcements, and all that was put together by none other than our music director, Michael McBride. Hey, Michael.
Hey, Michael.
Gentlemen, great to see you. How are you?
Doing great.
Better now that we're on the other side.
Yeah, I'm sure you are. You know, I have to say I was so impressed with how well you were both dressed also.
Did you like my suit? Wasn't my suit amazing?
How many times are you going to fish for that compliment?
You're raising the bar of professionalism. That's what I love there.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you, I grabbed my tux to put it on and the button was off. So I'm like, oh, crap. So I'm glad I had a second one with me.
I think we've all tried on clothes that don't fit in a time like this.
Yeah,
absolutely. You know, Michael, we got so many compliments on the performances last night, and I think one of the biggest ones was our finale on how you were able to make that medley happen, the TLP throughout the ages. I don't, you're just a Superman, and I can't thank you enough. What you bring with your talents to Timberlake Playhouse is just awe-inspiring, and thank you so much. How was it for you? Did you have a good time working on this?
I had a great time. I was thinking that it's such an honor to be able to work with a theater that has a legacy, that you can just put out a Facebook post asking for alumni artists to come be a part of something, and they just came out of the woodwork, going all the way back to the mid-90s, and so many amazing representatives, so many really talented, successful artists just really wanted to find a way to be a part of TLP, and I'm just honored to weave that together.
Well, and we find that to be such an honor for us too, when we put out that we want guests for the TLP Live, and we go back to 1982 with Broadway Tony Award winner Jane Howdyshell, and Sandra Santiago was on, and Kate Baldwin. I mean, it's amazing and awe-inspiring to us that people have that feeling about TLP, and it's also Paul and I talk about this a lot. It's also a lot of pressure to keep it up.
When we have talent like yourself in the musical director position, we're in good hands there. That's for sure.
Much easier, exactly.
Yeah.
We had a great time putting it all together. They just were sent these recordings. They suggested songs that they were interested in. I put them together and sent out this track to them, and kind of trusted them to figure out how to put that all together. And they all just came back with not only really great vocal performances, but they were so entertaining as well. Like, they got into costume, and they had setting in the background, and it was easy to put all that together because it was so entertaining.
Well, sometime when we have more time to do this, we don't tonight, but I would love to bring you back on to TLP Live to explain how you do this. Or if you teach this, I'm taking the class with you.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
That's something I really want to learn how to do.
That was video. One of the new skills that I learned during the pandemic was video editing, and how to do all this virtual music and virtual choir, virtual band. To give a shout out to our drummer and our bass player as well, who are live as well, Rafe and Leor. Just so grateful. There's nothing that compares with live performances.
Well, let's bring on some of our performers. Hi, Altamise.
Hey, Altamise, you're muted, darling.
Unmute your mic.
I'm unmuted now.
There you go.
I struggle with technology. I'm not like Michael at all, who is a brilliant.
Over on the side of the road, huh?
Yeah.
Where are you traveling? Are you taking a road trip?
No, actually, sorry. Actually, I am pulling up to my sister's house. So I said I needed some quiet. She's got 3 kids, so I was like, I need some quiet, so I'll just stay in the car for a minute and do this.
Well, I love that you and Robert did that song last night, and of course, one of my all-time favorite witches. When you were out here at TLP, I just loved your performance. But
thank you.
This picture is priceless.
Yeah.
I can't get over baby Robert in that picture. Oh my gosh, he looks like such a little baby.
we were babes. Like we've grown up together, and my mom actually found that picture from we used to have in the summer here at Battle Creek, Michigan, music ministry workshop, gospel music ministry workshop that my family would be instrumental in putting on. And Robert, that's how I basically met Robert. Robert participated in it since he was, right after he could talk, and has, he's taught songs and things like that. So we've grown up together. And then I get married to my husband, Brandon, and didn't realize the camaraderie and relationship they had. That's Robert's god brother. So,
okay. That's right.
So we've kind of always been intertwined together, and it's just a joy. I looked at that picture. I said, Robert, whatever this was, it was just destined for us to continue to working together and sing together.
And Paul, I don't think you know this, but last night Paul and I and the staff here, we went out to Henry's for pizza, and they had a little 3-piece band. The lady who was playing guitar in the middle is from Battle Creek, Michigan. And so they were parked next to us. We got talking. Robert drives by. I said, Robert, Battle Creek. And they jump out of the car. And it's like, so Battle Creek's kind of old home week around here, I guess.
You know
We're
what?
everywhere.
I remember when Robert, when we were auditioning for Into the Woods, and Robert had been with us for a year at that time, and man, I got your witch, Paul. I got your witch. I'm gonna send you your witch. Okay, she's gonna come, and she's amazing. Believe me, you're gonna love her. Like, okay, Robert, let's see. You walked into the audition room in Chicago, blew me away. And what was even more inspiring was just your personality, and just you're such a wonderful human, and it was so much of an honor to work with you. And that isn't going to be the last time. I promise you that. I promise you that.
It better not. I hope not. I loved my time there. And I thank you so much for all your kind words. I seriously, I was so nervous. I was so nervous because I was like, I really wanted. And of course, Robert boasted a lot about, the things that have been done at Timberlake. And I just really wanted to do the role again. And I was so nervous, and I was like, Paul Stancato, wait a minute, hold on. I was like, oh, Paul, you were definitely you still are a celebrity to me. So I was like, seriously. And then, yeah, right, right. Crazy. No, kidding. No. And then getting to meet everyone, and especially getting to work with Michael, and we fell in love as well. And it just such an honor. And I cannot wait to get back to Timberlake. All you have to do is call me, I'm coming.
Well, the nice thing about, it seems to really, I don't know if it's kismet or what, but we get such nice people at TLP to work with. And that's what makes it all worth it. It is. Let me bring on a couple other performers. We have from our 92 resident company, 94. 94. Lori is in Chicago.
And this is Kate Baldwin.
Oh,
hi.
There's Kate. Kate in 94.
And we have Marcus Martin.
Marcus Martin is there.
Hey, I was literally long time no see. I was just here like 4 weeks ago. It's so good to be back.
Yes. Oh, right. You're right. Yeah, that's true.
Hey, cheers to Paul and Dan. You did an amazing job last night. You really did. And I was so thrilled to see you cut live to the theater. I knew it was live. And I knew you made that choice specifically because TLP is live. And you know it's going to show up. Even though we can't be there right now, that theater is there, and you are there, and we are here, and we are going to come back.
Well, originally, when we first talked about this, we were going to do virtual backdrops. And, we were chatting. It's like, and if you would have seen the stage, it was full of nothing but props. It was packed.
I had to have a place.
Let's put you in the theater. I'll be over here in the office, and what we didn't realize is how much internet we lose from the office to the theater.
Yes.
We'd be sitting here with like a 40 upload, and he'd go, I have 2.
Yep.
So we had our internet company out here, and they were working hard Thursday to get things working.
It was beautiful.
And it was beautiful motivation, Lori. What had happened was, Felicia and I usually, speak about all of the stuff we're doing at the end of the night. And she said to me, I don't understand why you need a green screen when you have an entire theater as your backdrop. And I was like, light bulb. And I said, Dan, can you whip me up a light look that I can put on camera, and I'll find a way to choreograph it all. And that was Dan's lighting that actually created that look. And again,
that was amazing.
Team effort.
Alicia's performance was amazing. Amazing. I was like, yes. I felt like I was at a show. I could not get to sleep last night.
She's been wanting to perform on that Timberlake stage since I started this job. And every single year, a theater robs her from us. And I was just like, she was like, I'm done. I'm going on that stage. I'm going to perform on that stage.
Well, let's bring her out here so you can talk with her.
Alicia! Yay!
Why are y'all so amazing? I don't know. Cheers to y'all.
Yes.
Cheers.
Oh my gosh. And Michael.
Cheers.
Michael, how you put that all together? Oh my gosh. And then when I got the recording, I was like, oh, I'm first.
I think I was sobbing the entire night just because this talent and how everyone just dotted every I and crossed every T, and it was magical. It felt like real theater, didn't it?
Yes, it did. It made me weepy and excited and inspired and all that good stuff.
Altemise, you're just so amazing. Not worthy.
Alicia, you are amazing. I'm worthy. Everybody that performed, it was crazy. I was like, okay, this is amazing. This is amazing. It was like sensory overload.
Oh my God. And the Feed Me Seymour, I was like, I'm not ready. Not ready. Never prepared for that, ever.
I threw a shoe at the TV, just letting you know.
Okay, I must have done something right. When people throw shoes, see, I grew up in church, and I grew up in Baptist in the gospel church, and so when people start throwing shoes, then you know you're doing something right. You know what that means. That was so much fun. That was the most fun. That was my favorite part of that season because one, it was the small cast, the last show of the season, so it's just like 9 of us, so we were having a blast. That role was so much fun, and so when I was like, oh, I could do Feed Me, and I was excited and also nervous because I haven't sung that song since closing night, so I was like, all right, let's see. It was a blast. It was so much fun.
If you're not busy ever, just call me and I'll listen all day. Whatever you want to sing, I'm
Thank you. It was so much fun.
And Michael, did you edit all of that? Because that was what the?
Yeah, sure did. Well,
Come on.
You did such great songs.
You even put it all together, but editing it was just wow.
Well, thank you to YouTube University for teaching me how to do that.
Literally, everyone is coming out of quarantine a Zoom wizard. Like everyone is coming out of quarantine a tech whiz. Everybody has all these new tech skills. My grandmother loves Zoom. She's like always looking for a reason to have Zoom parties. And pre-quarantine, that never would have happened.
Well, and look at us. We're live broadcasting on StreamYard. I was on in fact, it was a workshop that Kate Baldwin sang Maybe on. I told you about that.
Yeah.
And they were teaching about StreamYard. And I'm like, we can do that. So I downloaded the free version and played with it. We bought a subscription, and Paul and I have been on the air like 3 days after we get StreamYard. It's kind of fun.
I tell you, everyone's had to pivot. Everyone had, I was in Best Buy the other day and I saw an entire section of USB-based microphones that screamed. Like, I think I've seen them all in all the videos I've been looking at with the performers because everybody has had to adapt and learn this technology. And, when I called Michael and I said, okay, Michael, I'm going to ask you to do the impossible. We're going to put on this gala and I want you to do this amazing production. And he's like, okay, got it. And then he just went and did it. And I didn't even the next thing you know, I'm looking at all, I'm listening to the files. Felicia is up, she's a perfectionist. You think I'm a perfectionist. I watched Felicia stay up all night, just singing that song, Man with the Bag, over and over and over.
That arrangement was just, it's unbelievable. Best progress. And Michael, we having that kind of expertise, it's the only thing that matters when you have that kind of, arrangement. It's like, how do you step up, and everybody was, it was just, the only word is team. That is the only word. It really is. It's just such an honor. What talent. It's incredible. TLP is magical. It really is.
It's magical. I spent 2 hours in my bathroom trying to get this taped. Like, I am not tech savvy. I have an iPhone 6 and the forward-facing microphone does not work. So I had it on a shelf above my toilet, and I had 2 chairs in the bathroom. The outtakes, I just need to put them all
That's
together.
what we should have. We should have.
Well, and so then I was gonna put them all together and send them to you, but my iPhone 6, in order to use iMovie Maker, needs a 13 operating system, and mine is a 12 operating system, and I was like, I can't.
That could have
been time for tech up. We're all doing it.
My earpiece kept falling out. It was just.
I'm going to put up a few of the comments we got tonight. Kim says, thank you for all your hard work. It was a lovely evening. Dion wants to remind us, place your bids so you can still get out there. And Bill, if you can hear me, let's leave it up till 8 o'clock so people can finish the show and get their last minute bids in. One of our great supporters, congrats to our 2017 daughters and their great performance last night, Nissy and Ilya, and they were awesome, incredible performances.
Dan, I thought you might have put in a little break or a pause for a rain delay on the tin roof. I thought you might have.
Yeah, that would have been very realistic. Went to college with Matt Leland. I think that was Altamise, actually.
Oh.
There's Altamise. We lost her for a minute. There we go. And final comment we have on there is from Bernie. Great experience working with the TLP team. Thank you all for joining us.
Has allowed us to reconnect with all of you, and this was really the inspiration for that finale last night. Just getting ready, just being able. Lori, we met last summer when you came out, and Marcus, you were at the Playhouse when I came to interview for this position. And and everybody has just been so tremendous to work with, and it's really my great honor. Dan and I kind of we're just overjoyed with emotion because the talent that leaves Timberlake Playhouse goes on to do such amazing things, and we're able to attract talent. I mean, clearly, when I met Felicia, I thought that this woman has more talent in her pinky than I have in my entire being. And I'm not worthy to be able to, spend my life with her. But watching her go, I mean, I'm your husband. I love you, but you were amazing on that show.
Amazing.
You really were.
Really quick, being in this world that we're in, I only packed so much, and I randomly packed that red dress. I was like, I might wear that at some point. I bought that, I don't know how long ago. And I was like, wow, everybody needs a little Christmas right now. I mean, we all do, don't we?
Yes.
And I was like, I got a Christmas dress.
Well, thank you all for joining us. Altamise, it was so great to see you again. Lori, thank you so much. Marcus, love you, buddy. I can hardly wait till you're back here with us. Thank you. Thank you. Michael, you're incredible. We'll see you, hopefully next summer we'll open this place up and blow the roof off the joint.
Right, let's do this.
Thank you. And I'm curious about learning that technique from you, so we'll chat.
Absolutely.
Take care, bud.
Bye.
Well, guys, we're at the end of another night. Thank you. This hour goes so fast. What's that? I'm so glad we had this time together. So,
you want to sing it out?
What's that?
We're so glad we had this time together.
That's the song. So, Paul, I think we've decided that we're taking next week off. Next week is Labor Day weekend.
Well deserved.
And I have to say that because, Felicia and I are closing on our new home tomorrow. So we're very excited to be a part of the TLP community and be close to the theater and be able to start our new chapter here. So we're very excited about that for sure. And thank you all so much for everybody who has opened their arms in this community to welcome us into your community. We're honored to be here, and thank you so much.
Well, then the rest of September, we're going to have some pretty great guests. We've got Sawyer Smith, who's going to be with us. We have Melissa Mattingly, who was who basically off and on for 13 years, from 2000 to 2012, 2013. Erica Steffen. I think her married name is Ingram. She's going to be with us. We got Cody Jolly. So we're going to have some great shows in September.
And I think it's also, and Dan, I want to say, look out for October, because we're going to be bringing you some more programming. We are actually talking right now to bring in a mentalist program. It's going to be an interactive event. His name is Max Major. He's on America's Got Talent right now. So
yeah, we got to watch that.
Talent fans, go out there and keep an eye out for Remote Control. That will be coming to you guys in October. We're excited to talk more about that in the coming weeks.
And we're looking at some more online performances. A big Christmas show, Christmas concert coming up.
Christmas special, Dan. It's going to be huge.
It's going to be huge.
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 Thank you so much
right, guys.
Tonight, sweetheart.
Take care.
Congratulations, y'all.
Thank you later. Paul, take care.
Good night, Dan. Good night, everyone.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much. And I tell you what, we have shown it again. We are all in this together. Thank you.